Are you there? Yes, please come. Okay. I can't figure out what this title is about, but it's called Solving the Problem That Is Not the Problem That Is Not. So, what do you mean by that? Please tell us. We come
Happy New Year to everybody. The title of my talk is Solving the Problem That Is, Not the Problem That Is Not. Now, how many of you made a New Year's resolution? Put your hands up.
What?
Only a few of you made a New Year's resolution. Did you make any New Year's resolutions? No. None at all. Good idea. Good idea. I never make New Year's resolutions because I always ended up breaking them. I thought I had a problem the other day. I took out a pair of jeans from my cupboard. They're a pair of jeans I bought a couple of years ago in Madeira, and I tried them on. I tried to put them on. I couldn't get in them. They were too tight. Now, I could have taken those jeans to a tailor, got them adjusted, have them taken out. Maybe I could get into them. But would that be solving the problem that I really had? Or would that be applying a Band-Aid? What was the real problem in that case? In that situation, my real problem, I put on some weight. I've been eating the wrong kind of food. Even putting on weight, that wasn't the problem. The real problem was three problems. Eating too much crap, not eating the right kind of food, and not doing enough exercise. I kept my arse on my sofa watching TV a lot. All of those three problems could be summed up in one: lifestyle. It was my lifestyle that had led to me not being able to fit into those jeans. The question I would ask is this: how many of us, when we come up with our New Year's resolutions, when we come up with something to do, and we say, I need to fix this problem, are really addressing the real problem? Or are we just putting Band-Aids on? Most of us like to shy away. In my situation, I could have blamed the jeans. I could have said, the washing machine must have shrunk these jeans. But I'd be lying. What I really needed to do was to blame the guy in the mirror. That was the person responsible for not fitting into those jeans. Not the washing machine manufacturer. For a lot of us, we look at our lives and we say, I don't have enough money. Is that really the problem? We'd all want more money. The reason why a lot of us don't have more money is we're not working hard enough. Everyone wants the results, but not everyone is prepared to do the work. That's something I learned from a mentor of mine in Texas. He said to us, he said, everyone wants a body like Sam. Sam was an Australian guy, about 6 feet tall, had great muscles. He said, we all want a body like Sam, but not all of us are prepared to do the work that it takes to get a body like Sam. He's flown over from Australia. 5 o'clock in the morning, he's in the gym. 5 o'clock in the morning, most of us are still in bed. So I'd ask you to think about this. For the New Year's resolutions that you made, were you really addressing the real problem that is, rather than the problem that is not? Questions?
What do you do for a living?
Man, I had a job in Munich for, let's see now, September and October. I was the CFO for a startup company for a friend of mine. But I did not come to Munich to get a job. I do not want a job. I will never have a job again, ever.
What do you do?
What do you mean by what do I do?
Well, I mean, what do you do for a living? I suppose is the question.
What do I do for a living? I live. I wake up in the mornings, I do about 30 minutes of meditation. I then go and jump on my trampoline. I've got a little trampoline. Seriously, you should do that. It's a serious amount of fun. I then spend the rest of my day in front of my computer, doing various things. I have Skype calls with people around the world. I sometimes go to dance classes, although not as much. That's why I've been getting a little bit fat. I need to take that up again. But I live. Every single day, we all have 24 hours. I live in those 24 hours. You need to be more specific about your question.
Are you living
So how do you make money? More specific. When you get up in the
I
morning
mean,
and
it's okay to stay unemployed.
pays your rent.
Sorry, can I answer?
The same question again, please.
My question
Yeah.
then, because you asked us to be more specific, how do you make money?
I use money to make money. I have money working for me. Your question was who pays my rent?
The
I
money.
pay my rent.
No, the money,
No, I pay my rent.
but that's something else.
What's the meaning of money?
What is the...
Do you earn money to make you happy, or just spend your money to do something like that?
Sorry,
What's the meaning of money?
what is your specific question? What is the meaning of money?
Yeah, exactly. What's the meaning of money in your life?
The meaning of money or the meaning of money in my life? Which question is it?
Both of them.
Both of them. First question, the meaning of money. There is somebody much cleverer than I who can answer that question. Go to YouTube and Google Ray Dalio. He will tell you what money is when he's talking about cryptocurrencies. Okay? He'll tell you about what money is. The meaning of money in my life, money is a resource to help me do what I want to do. It's just a resource, that's all it is. Next question.
Do you have a dream?
Do I have a dream? Yes. Yes.
So what are you doing to achieve that?
That's exactly what I do on a day-to-day basis.
No,
My dream,
it's no improvement. I mean, you said that you're basically doing the same thing every day, which means no improvement. What are you doing?
you don't know what my dream is. In order to answer that, you need to know what my dream
What
is.
is your dream?
My dream is to be able to put 500 people through scholarships per year. At the moment, I can only do a smaller number than that. In order to do that, we need the resources to do it. Those resources are being built. I have a team of people building those resources in order to help those people go through education. I was born in India, and my parents left when I was 1.5. They took me with them, thankfully. I grew up in the UK. I came from a very poor family. My father had £2.68 in his pocket when he was at immigration in the UK, because that's all he was allowed. But I despise poverty, and I was able to get out of poverty through education. I studied a lot. So what I do, I have a foundation that helps Indian girls go through education. I chose India because I am from there and it's a means of giving back. I chose girls because women tend to have an inordinate effect on what they do. If you lift one girl up, put her through education, she affects her family. She will affect those people, and she acts as a role model for those people. Boys also, but not as many.
It's very commendable what you do, it's really good. But my question is of what you said, the topic. Let's say the problem here is you want to help people to get an education. The real problem is there are no schools. So when you think about solving the real problem, instead of sending money, you might as well build a school. But the problem is, you wouldn't want to do that. So this is one example in a lot more things in our life where when we tend to think the real problem, those are either not in our hand, or at times we're just too critical on ourselves that we have to solve all the real problems that we have. So how do you go about finding what the real problem is, while at the same time not being critical and also trying problems which are not in your hand? It's quite difficult to figure out what is in your hand, what you can solve.
It's not difficult. I know what I can do, and I know what is within my control, and I address those. What is outside of my control, I don't waste my time or energy on it. You're right. It is better to build schools, and I have friends that build schools. I'm not good at building schools. My friends are. They just need the resources. I can get the resources. They build the schools. Last question.
No, actually the time is over.
Oh, she had a hand up. She had a hand up.
Sorry, you have to respect everyone's time.
You can still go to Okay. So before we continue with our last talk,